Now I need some of her fingernail clippings.
Okay. I guess we should start.
Whew. Your hands are like ice.
What's the matter?
Keith's face! She looks like a monster!
This is Hecuba's doing. A glimpse of horrors yet to come. Come on, Timmy, we better make tracks while we still can.
Charity, why are you looking at me like I'm some kind of a monster?
See for yourself.
This is all you're doing, Ivy.
Enough with the finger-pointing, Julian. Ethan is a grown man and he has made his own decision.
What he has made is the biggest mistake of his life. I should have seen this coming. I should have stopped it years ago.
Oh, what are you raving about now?
From the moment he was born, you took over his upbringing, picking his nannies, picking his schools, keeping him away from me and his grandfather as much as you could.
I will not apologize for the way Ethan has been raised. He has had an excellent education, and he has grown into a fine young man, one you should be proud of.
Proud of? He's so different from me. If I didn't know better, I'd hardly think he was my son.
Now you're just being melodramatic.
Now, let's just pray that you haven't ruined him completely. I still hope to talk some Crane sense into him when he gets home.
Could it be? Baby picture of Ethan. Sam Bennett is Ethan's father? Could it be possible?
Could what be possible?
Teresa, will you accept this ring as a symbol of my eternal love and commitment to you? And in return, give me the greatest gift I could ever have. The joy of knowing that we can spend the rest of our lives together. Will you marry me, Teresa? Will you be my wife?
Yes. Yes, Ethan. Yes, I will marry you.
I love you, Teresa Lopez Fitzgerald.
I love you too, Ethan Crane. Mama, hey, look. I'm engaged. Ethan and I are really getting married.
Ethan. Teresita. God bless you both.
Mama. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Teresa.
You too, Ethan. I wish you guys all the blessings. Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Whitney. God, my father, grandfather, and Rebecca are going to go ballistic when they hear I'm officially engaged to you. But that's their problem. Now, at least my mother is on our side. I mean, she always told me to find true love, and without a doubt, I have finally found mine.
I feel the same way, Ethan. And don't worry about your family. Once they see how happy we are together, I am sure they will give us their blessing.
Don't count on it, Mia.
You know, Pilar has a point. And what about Luis? I mean, how do you think he's going to take the news that we're getting married?
I love you too. God, how I love you. Now that we're together, I'm never gonna let anything come between us again.
We've survived a flood, countless hitmen, your eggs Benedict, and my being buried alive. I don't think there is anything else that could possibly come between us.
This is Nurse Crocker at Harmony Hospital. I have a message for Alistair Crane.
I'm Mr. Crane's personal assistant. You can give me the message.
It's about his daughter Sheridan and Louise Lopez Fitzgerald. Mr. Crane asked me to call if anything big happened, and it has.
What exactly?
Louise is with Sheridan now, and they're kissing.
I would hold the hand of the one who could lead me places, and kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet. And I would fly on the wings of the bird I knew could take me higher. Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are the fire burning inside of me. You are my passion for life.
What is it with Kay? Does she have something on her face?
His face is freaking to me out.
That's what happens when a witch takes a mortal soul. Goodness, hope, and love exit the body, leaving what you see behind. And soon, whether Kay likes it or not, she's going to become Hecuba's dark angel of death and destruction.
Oh, poor Kay.
Poor Kay? What about poor us? We're next after Charity on Hecuba's hit list.
Charity. Why'd you scream?
He didn't look any different to you?
No.
Oh, don't do this. Something terrible's happening.
This is only the beginning, I'm afraid.
If I'm right. My God. What is it, Mother? What are you talking about? Give me a minute. I need to think something through.
Oh, still can't believe Ethan chose Teresa over Gwen. Oh, what in God's name does he see in that little fajita?
He sees love, Julian. Ethan chose Teresa because he loves her more than Gwen.
That's no excuse.
Oh, spoken like a true Crane. Thank God I raised my son to believe that there is nothing more important in this world than love.
Damn it, woman, would you stop referring to Ethan as your son? He may not be acting like a Crane at the moment, but he's my son, too.
Darth Vader was a better father than you were, Julian. You tried filling Ethan's head with a bunch of snobbish rot instead of raising him to believe in love. But then how could you? Because you haven't a clue about love. The only thing that's important to you is money and power, and look where it's gotten you, huh? Your own father has nothing but contempt for you. I despise you. And Ethan, thank heavens, has no interest in being anything like you.
That's because you brainwashed him. You tried to turn him against me, but I will not let you win. No son of mine will ever marry the housekeeper's daughter.
Face it, Julian. True love has won. I am so sorry, Gwen. But Ethan has made his choice, and he has chosen Teresa.
For now, maybe. But all that could change, Ivy dear.
You're engaged to a Crane, and your brother has hated the Cranes ever since your father disappeared.
But Mama, Louise has very strong feelings for Sheridan, and she is a Crane.
But your brother believes that she's different than the rest of the family.
And so is Ethan.
Teresa, be that as it may, your brother's hatred for the Cranes runs deep. And in his mind, embracing your marriage to Ethan is tantamount to betraying your father's memory, and that's something he would never do. Now, you can ask for your brother's blessing, but I don't think you will get it. In fact, I think he would do everything in his power to stop you from marrying Ethan.
Mama, I don't believe that.
I wouldn't be surprised if he did. I mean, Luis is furious that I took Sheridan off life support.
But Ethan, you only did what Sheridan's living will said to do. Besides, she is still alive.
Yes, but the condition she's in. I mean, to Luis, I will always be the man who took Sheridan away from him.
Hello? Luis. Oh, my God. Gracias a Dios. That's wonderful news. Oh. Our prayers have been answered. Sheridan woke up, and there's no brain damage. She's all right, and she's talking to Luis right now.
But the neurologist said Sheridan would never be the same.
Oh my gosh, it's a miracle.
Oh my gosh, it really is a miracle. Luis has Sheridan back, and I have you.
Well, let's get to the hospital. I can't wait to see her.
Well, maybe another miracle will happen, and Luis will give us his blessing.
Well, if your brother proves your marriage, it will truly be a miracle.
Oh, Mama, pray for us. Pray that Luis will accept our engagement like he's accepted my love for Ethan. I love you. Bye, night. Bye.
Bye.
Ivy's right, Mother. Ethan has chosen to marry Teresa. Nothing will change that.
Don't throw in the towel yet. The fight for Ethan is not over. Not by a long shot.
Yes. You see, I agree with Rebecca. I have yet to have a father-son chat with Ethan. Hmm?
You're kidding yourself if you think you can change Ethan's mind. Gwen is right. Ethan has made his decision, and that's it. And he has decided to marry Teresa. Oh, you're a big help.
When Ethan and I were little, standing right here in this room, I had planned on spending my whole life in this house with Ethan and our children and friends and family. I would imagine the fabulous parties we would throw and the birthdays we would celebrate and the quiet times the two of us would share over by the fire, sipping champagne. I always thought that we were destined to be together and that I would never lose him, much less to the housekeeper's daughter. But I did. Teresa has trashed all my hopes and dreams.
Don't give up yet, darling. I'll change Ethan's mind. It's you he'll marry, not Pilar's half-breed spawn.
No, Ivy's right. Ethan has made his choice, and I have to accept that. The truth is, I don't belong in Ethan's life anymore.
The truth is, we may not know the truth, at least when it comes to Ethan. But when I find out, and I will, it could change everything.
Sheridan.
Ethan.
Easy. I'm so glad you're alive. Man, when we thought we almost lost you.
I know. I hated the thought of losing you, too.
To find out that you were buried alive. I mean, the worst is believing that we were too late to save you, that you were brain dead.
Brain dead? What are you talking about?
Didn't Luis tell you?
No.
The doctors told us it was hopeless, that you would never be yourself. The only way to keep you alive was on a respirator. And since you made your living will, I had no choice but to follow your wishes. Taking you off that respirator was the hardest thing I've ever had to do.
I'm fine now, so let's just forget about it.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to forget. Ethan almost killed you.
o'clock, Adonis. It's Kay, with a fresh delivery of Charity's nail clippings.
Forget Charity's nails. Will you look at me? Look what you've done to me.
Come. Though I really don't think I'm responsible for your rather appalling taste in clothing.
I'm talking about my face. I look like a monster. I don't understand. No, when I was downstairs, I saw myself in the mirror and I looked like something out of a horror movie.
You did. Adonis. Wait for me in the cave. I'll be down for your workout soon. Kay, did Charity see your monster face?
Yes, and she almost freaked out.
But Miguel didn't, did he?
No. Oh. Miguel can never see me like that. If he did, he would never love me. No one could.
That's for sure. However, luckily for you, no one can see your monster face. Except people who have the power, like Charity. Yes, they see that monster face, they know that you have lost your soul. But don't worry about that. Charity will only be able to see it at certain times when her powers may be stronger than at other times.
I don't want anybody to ever see that face again, myself included.
I'm sorry. There's only one way to make sure that that monster face disappears forever, and that is for you to get your soul back. And for that to happen, you're going to have to do exactly as I say.
But I already got you some of Charity's hair.
Yes. Now I want some of her nail clippings. That's the only way that I'm going to be able to get rid of Charity. But the town of Harmony is going to be so much nicer without her. And certain other people.
I am so sorry you're hurting, Gwen. Ethan is his own man. And he's made his own choice.
This is all your fault. While I was busy running Crane Industries, you were busy stealing my son away, filling his head full of these ludicrous notions of honor and decency, turning him against his own father.
You weren't busy running Crane Industries, Julian. You were busy chasing a bevy of bedmates.
Wow.
And I never stole Ethan away from you. I only tried to help him realize who he really is, what he is really made of.
I am putting you on notice, Ivy. I intend to get Ethan back, to reclaim him as the Crane that he is.
Over my dead body.
That can be arranged.
Well, Ethan was gonna let you die. Would have lost you forever.
But you didn't. Ethan was only doing what I asked, and I love him for it, just as I know he loves me. Besides, if Ethan hadn't pulled the plug, I wouldn't have had my Christmas miracle. We wouldn't be where we are now. I know that you love me, Louise. But you have to understand that Ethan loves me too. He would never do anything to intentionally hurt me.
Never.
For my sake, Louise, let it go.
All right. You know I can't refuse you anything.
I'm so glad things worked out for you two. For all of us.
What do you mean for all of us?
There's something we wanted to tell you.
Feeling any better?
A little.
You know, I still don't understand what got into you.
Kay's face. Didn't you see how horrible it looked?
Horrible how?
She looked evil, Miguel. She looked like a demon had taken hold of her face.
But I saw her face too, and she looked the same to me. I mean, maybe you saw her make a face that I didn't.
Charity saw the real thing, all right. Kay without her soul.
For a while now, I've been sensing evil around me. And for some strange reason, I really felt that Kay shouldn't do my nails.
What harm could it do?
I don't know.
Let's just go back inside and see how Kay's doing. Come on.
Charity's powers of goodness are getting stronger by the minute.
What do you think's gonna happen, Tabby?
I see a war coming, Timmy. A war between Charity's good and Hecuba's evil.
Who's gonna win, Tabby?
I wish I knew. One thing's for certain. The winner will change all of our lives forever.
I mean it, darling. Your death can be arranged with pleasure, I might add. So stop trying to poison Ethan against me.
Don't threaten me, Julian. It won't work. I'm already dead inside for having been married to you.
Let's not air our dirty linens in front of guests, dear.
This from the man who just threatened to have me killed? And as to our dirty linens, well, Rebecca knows just how filthy and sweaty they are, don't you, dear? Please. Gwen might as well know the whole sad truth as to how I came to live in this house of horrors. Alistair and my father forced me to marry Julian. I didn't love him then. I never loved him. It was all just good for business.
Flash fight.
Oh. Our marriage has been a lie from the beginning. You didn't love me. You never even tried.
You never gave me a chance.
Oh, please, you didn't have a clue. All you and Alistair cared about was joining the families and expanding the empire. Sound familiar, Gwen?
Shut up!
Why? You and Big Daddy got what you wanted. And what did I get? Nothing. Nothing but a broken heart.
The Crane name, the money and power that goes with it, and you got me.
The booby bride.
Well, it's not as if you gave up the love of your life to marry me. You didn't have anybody else, so what difference did it make?
It made all the difference in the world to me.
Come on, Ivy.
Say it.
Can we please get out of here? This is getting way too personal.
What? We are watching the sequel to Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. We've got front row seats.
Besides, at this rate, I just might get the clue I am looking for. The clue that is going to prove that I am right.
Right about what?
It doesn't matter. Just know that if I am right, you're going to get Ethan back.
Ethan, before you get started, where's Gwen?
I chose Teresa. I proposed to her, and she accepted.
You're getting married. Congratulations.
Thank you, Sheridan. That means so much coming from you. Louise, you said that you were wrong to try to keep me from loving Ethan. That you realized how important true love was when you thought you lost Sheridan. So, since you have accepted my loving Ethan, I hope you will accept my marrying him.
We came to ask for your blessing, Louise.
Please give it to us.
Kay, can you come down here, please? Charity and I want to talk to you.
Kay, if you want your soul back, Bring me Charity's nail clippings up to your room pronto. Time is running out.
Charity, why are you staring at me like that?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. It's just that Miguel and I have been really worried about you, that's all.
How are you feeling?
Fine. I'm fine.
I'm sorry that I screamed at you earlier.
I'm sorry I ran upstairs. Look, let's just forget the whole thing and start over.
Sounds good to me.
I'm gonna do your nails now.
No, that's okay. I mean, you don't have to. That's all.
Yes, I do. I said I would, so, you know, I will.
Come on, Charity, let Kay do your nails.
It's starting. We better hurry up and leave town while the sun's still shining. Come on, lad. Let's hurry while there's still time.
You received a call earlier, Mr. Crane.
Do tell.
Sheridan is out of her coma, apparently with no brain damage after all.
Good. Would seem I didn't care if I missed her second funeral.
There's more, Mr. Crane. Your source at Harmony Hospital says that Sheridan and Louis Lopez Fitzgerald are getting close again. They were seen kissing.
Damn them. And how do you think Father's going to react when he learns that you broke rank with the family to support Ethan's choice of Teresa over Gwen?
I support Ethan's right to be happy, to marry someone he truly loves, not the match made in hell that ours has been.
Oh, boo-hoo, my poor suffering wife.
Oh, you've got that right. And I could have been happy if I would have just stood up to my father and not married you. And now I have nothing. Nothing but my son, Ethan. Why are you doing this, Mother? Because when Ivy gets excited, she slips up. She says things she shouldn't. All I need is one more blooper, and I've got Ivy exactly where I want her. I don't get it. What are you looking for? You'll find out soon enough. Quiet. I think round 3 is about to start.
You bemoan our loveless marriage, say it's all my fault, but you set the tone by running away on our wedding night. I've often wondered where you went to. Ivy. What are you doing here?
Just hold me, Sam. Oh, just hold me.
Where I went on my wedding night? Wouldn't you like to know?
Yes, I would.
So would I. I went... Oh, I went to cry my eyes out for having married you, Julian, to weep over the worst mistake of my entire life.
And then, for a month afterward, you refused me your bed. But after just one night with me, you became pregnant with Ethan. If I didn't know how potent we Cranes are, I'd think Ethan wasn't even my son.
That's it. I've got her. I've got Ivy dead to rights.
Teresa, we need to talk. Hey, look, Luis, anything you need to say to Teresa, you can say to both of us.
It's okay, Ethan.
I sure hope you and Teresa didn't come here expecting Luis to jump for joy over your engagement. You know how protective he is over his family, especially Teresa.
Yes, I know. It's just that Teresa hoped that Luis understood her loving me, and then he would understand why we want to get married. I tried to tell her those are two different things. She such an optimist. But you really thought Luis would come around now that you're back.
I'm afraid loving me isn't enough to make Luis stop hating Julian and Alistair. And now to lose Teresa to you, the Crane heir. I think it's all just too bitter a pill for Luis to swallow.
Poor Teresa. I just wish there was something I could do.
Well, there isn't. This is something personal between Luis and his sister.
Teresa, loving Ethan is one thing. But to marry into his family, I can't condone that. The Cranes are evil. They will eat you alive.
Ethan won't let that happen.
Ethan is a Crane. That's the bottom line.
Luis, it may be his last name, but he's nothing like Julian or Alistair Crane.
Maybe because you love him, you can't see. But Ethan has the same genes as his father and his grandfather. And those are the same people that took Papa away. How can you expect me to give you my blessing for a marriage when I see nothing but disaster ahead?
I take it you have Charity's nail clippings? May I have them, please?
Okay. I got you some of Charity's nails and her hair. What now?
Oh, you just wait and see, my soulless one. Just wait and see. You're in for a big surprise.
You were afraid something evil was going to happen when Kay did your nails, but everything's fine. Your premonition was wrong.
Miguel, why is it thundering this time of year?
It's nothing to be afraid of.
No. It was sunny just a minute ago, and now it's getting dark.
Hurry, Timmy, hurry! We're gonna blow this berg as fast as we can.
Why have to have them in such a hurry?
It's not natural thunder you're hearing. Pull up the blinds, look at the sky, see for yourself.
Blinds are up. It's dark.
It's the middle of the day, you idiot. This is all Hecuba's doing. We're in for it now, Timmy. There's no escape. This is going to be one hell of a new year.
Worse than last year?
Yes, sirree.
No!
We both just need to calm down and face facts. You and I are stuck together. And Ethan is going to marry Teresa, and that's just the way together. And Ethan is going to marry Teresa, and that's just the way things are.
Hello?
Julian, Ivy, what the hell is going on in that house? Must I come back to Harmony to whip this family into shape?
Mother. Are you all right? I'm fine. In fact, I've never felt better. Will you please tell me what's going on? Why are you so interested in Ivy all of a sudden? I know this is going to sound crazy.
not sure that Ethan is a Crane.
What? No, that's insane. You're insane.
No, think about it, Gwen. What would it mean if Ethan was not a Crane? If he was not the legitimate heir to the Crane fortune?
Oh, Sheridan, Teresa and I are going to get married with or without Luis's blessing. But it's really going to hurt her if he doesn't give it to us. I mean, Luis's approval means the world to her. I'm really afraid that if he withholds it, there's going to be this dark cloud over our marriage.
Maybe there'll be another miracle. Maybe now that Luis and I have found love together, he'll find it in his heart to give Teresa his blessing. But then again, Luis can be so stubborn. What he'll do is anyone's guess.
Luis, Ethan is my life. You know that I love him. You even told me to fight for love when you're sure it's true and right. And my love for Ethan is. His last name doesn't matter to me. Ethan is the man I love. Ethan. Please, Luis. If my happiness matters at all to you, you will give us your blessing.
I'm sorry. I know you love Ethan. But I can't give you my blessing to marry him.